Hey everyone, in today's video, we're diving into React Router, and how to set it up in a React project created with Vite. If you're building a React app with multiple pages, React Router is your go-to tool for seamless navigation between different views. So, let's get started. If you're unsure how to set up React with Vite, check out this video. Now, let's install React Router. Head back to your terminal, and run npm install react-router-dom. This will install necessary dependencies. I removed extra code from app.jsx and index.css. Now, go to app.jsx file. From React Router DOM, import create browser router and router provider. Now initialize router instance using create browser router function, and we pass an array that defines our routes, followed by element that needs to be rendered for that particular routes. Here, / represents the route URL. Router provider is a key component in setting up routing for a React application using React Router. For router prop, we'll pass the route object created using create browser router. Let's spin up the server by running npm run dev, and in browser, visit localhost in port 5173. And you can see home page rendered in root URL. This means React Router is working properly in our project. If we want to define more routes, let's say about. Then we define that route in path as / followed by about, an element to be rendered for that URL. Now let's go to the browser and add / about in front of root URL. About page is rendered as we expected. Now if we want to render something like error page, if no URL path matches, instead of defining path with /, we mention star. If you are familiar with programming, you will be knowing default case in switch statement. This will work in similar way. So, in browser, if we visit / about, then this will return about page. But if we go to / contact, it return error page. Because no path is defined for this URL. If your website have navbar and footer, which is common for all the pages, then you don't need to define navbar and footer multiple times. Instead, you can use outlet component to make things simpler. In src directory, create a folder, like layout. You can name it anything you want. And within layout folder, create a main layout.jsx file. Within this file, we define a React component. Now let's assume nav element is our navigation bar, and this div element is our footer, which are common for all page. Now we'll use outlet component, which is imported from React Router DOM. This will render all children elements, which I'll show in a minute. In app.jsx, first we'll import main layout. For root URL, we need to render main layout instead of home page. Now, for children, we need to pass array containing path and element to render, like this. Make sure you define elements for root URL also. We'll define routes for about page and contact page. In browser, as you can see, navbar and footer is rendered for home page. If you go to about page, navbar and footer is present. Also in contact page, we have our navbar and footer. Now we have different routes, but we need some way to navigate between pages by clicking links. If you thought of using anchor tag, It is not an efficient way because, on every click, page is reloaded. So to navigate between pages, without reloading, we can use link component. First, let's go to main layout.jsx file, and import link from React Router DOM. Use link component within nav element. We can use toProp to specify the URL to redirect when link is clicked. Let's define URL to redirect and text to display in browser. Now in browser, as you can see, links are showing. When I click them, it is redirecting to particular page without reloading. And that's it. We've successfully set up React Router in our Vue React project, including the use of the outlet component for handling nested routes. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.